Getting a job in digital marketing is a hot topic right now because it's an in-demand industry. And I mean, rightly so. It's a really fun industry to be in. There's great career prospects, and of course, it pays well. Ever since I shared my day in my life video as an entrepreneur and digital marketer, I've had so many high school students, uni and college students, and even people looking to switch their careers reach out to me on Instagram and YouTube, asking me so many different questions. Questions like, how do I get a job in digital marketing? What should I study during high school and uni? How well does it pay? And I've even had questions like, should I drop out of high school to pursue digital marketing? And the answer for that is no. So in this video, I'm gonna break it down for you and share with you how to actually get a job in digital marketing with absolutely no experience at all, how I did it, and what you should be doing right now. If you're currently thinking about getting a job in digital marketing, let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. So the first things first, what you need to be doing is learning digital marketing. I think that's completely fair to say. You should be learning digital marketing in your spare time. You should be learning the absolute basics first if you don't know that already. Things like marketing funnels, optimization, basic digital marketing metrics, and equations. There are a whole range of free and paid courses that you can take right now. Things like Google Skillshop or Social Marketing Mastery, which I'll leave links down to in the description below. Number two is have your most ideal job in mind and never ever compromise on that job description or what that job looks like to you. I say this because digital marketing is huge. It's an umbrella term for so many different areas within digital marketing. Things like SEO, paid advertising, social marketing, email marketing. These are all subsections of digital marketing. So the next two steps from there is you should be learning certain aspects from that most ideal job description that you just read, whether that be in email marketing, or whether that be as a paid ad specialist, whatever it might be, start learning skills from that sector. And then of course, general broader digital marketing. And then the second recommendation is to tailor your CV specifically to that position that you looked at. Do not make the mistake of sending very generic, especially if you have no experience at all. You don't want to be sending generic CVs to all the companies that you're applying for. You want that CV and that cover letter to be specific to that job description that you're sending it to. And then going back to my original point, you don't want to make the mistake of going down the rabbit hole of pursuing a path within digital marketing that you won't even enjoy, because that's the last thing you want, and you end up hating your career, which is, absolutely terrible. And I totally understand that you might not absolutely grasp the feeling of that career path just yet, but the best thing you can do is honestly experiment and study it up, and use your spare time to take exams and learn up whatever you decide to go to, whether it be email marketing or pay-per-click advertising, whatever it might be, and get a feel for it. Step number three, or I should say tip number three, is internships and volunteering. This is very important. If you have absolutely no experience at all, or even if you do have a bit of experience, internships is extremely vital to you. And what they are is you're basically offering a company your time to enter into an entry-level position where they'll feed you their knowledge and teach you the basics of digital marketing or whatever you're doing in that certain position in exchange for you and your time helping out the company. They are often unpaid, though if you're lucky, you can get a paid internship, though they're quite rare. And if you're able to secure an internship, you're going to be learning loads and loads, which is the most important part. And on top of that, you're going to be getting a feel for how it is in the digital marketing industry. And of course, you're going to be making great connections, which is just as important as experience. In one of my first internships, and this is going to be a subtle brag, but it's going to make a good and useful case study for you. By the end of the internship, I received an email from the CEO of that specific company, and I'll put the email up on the screen somewhere. And essentially what this CEO said, what this person said was, you were one of the most talented interns that we had in quite some time. Now, that specific email proved to be super useful for future internships and even landing my first job. It basically acted as a referral letter. So my recommendation here is to go into the internship, do the best possible job that you can do, even if that includes coffee runs, just do them. And then ask for a recommendation. The email that I received was unsolicited, which was amazing, but you don't need to wait around for a potential recommendation. You can go ahead and ask your senior to write up a recommendation for you, whether that be on LinkedIn or through email, and then keep that specific document. Number 4, and this is for those ambitious ones out there, is to create a portfolio. Spend your spare time creating, for example, a website with your own portfolio rather than just a page of a CV, because this proves to them that you do have digital marketing skills from the outset already. You're able to build a website. You know, you have design skills, UI skills, UX skills, and mobile design skills, SEO, whatever it might be. If you've achieved results for a past client or for an internship, then make sure that you put down that campaign or those results into your portfolio, your website, whatever it might be, even your CV. That's super important too. And then, of course, work for free. If you don't have these testimonials in the first place, approach small businesses with whatever knowledge you might have and tell them that you're willing to work for them for free for a little bit in exchange for a testimonial if you do a good job. This is going to provide immense value to your future employer and showcase that you have initiative and that you do have an experience without any experience in the first place. Number 5 is network, network, and network. Having a network that is relevant to your industry is so important because jobs constantly change and vacancies constantly pop up. So if you make connections within your network, okay, they might be able to approach you, or vice versa, you could approach them when the time is right, and therefore you can land your first job. So here's my recommendations on how to network. Instagram is actually a great place to network, okay? So you can actually DM people directly towards the people that you know are in the digital marketing industry, and then just let them know that you're wanting to connect up with them and you're looking for future employment opportunities. You could even provide them value right now by volunteering for them. So this is a great way, okay, to gain experience. So one example of this is I actually constantly get requests to work for me for free, you know, video editing, SEO, whatever it might be, through my Instagram DMs, which is great. But yeah, DMing on Instagram is actually a great way to not only socialize and slide it into the DMs, but also to professionally connect up with people. Talking about professional connections, of course, you have LinkedIn as well. If you're not on LinkedIn, you are missing out massively. It is a massively organic platform. What I mean by that is that you don't need to pay to play, unlike Facebook ads or Google ads or whatever it might be. You can hit up connections right now and just DM people through there as well. And I find that it's a great response rate on Instagram, harder response rate, or lower response rate, I should say, on LinkedIn, though they're more willing to set you up with a job or whatever might be an opportunity through LinkedIn. Another great way to connect up with people or like-minded people in the digital marketing industry is, of course, Facebook groups. This is underutilized, and a lot of people just basically use it for, you know, business or like just learning things, but it's actually a great way to connect up with people who might have opportunities for you. An easy way is just to go onto Facebook and search up in groups, whatever the topic it is that you're looking for, SEO, paid ads, just digital marketing in general, and then enter the group and then just browse through the list of people inside this group and see if there's any founders, CEOs, marketing managers, and just connect up with them. Just message them and see if they have any opportunities. I also run a small digital marketing Facebook group if you're interested. It's called Mastery, and it's completely free to join, so I'll leave links down in the description below if you're interested in joining us. And I'm gonna share with you a bonus tip that I think is actually really important to underlay all the advice that I've given you, which is don't give up. It's so easy to give up when you're constantly rejected from jobs and internships. It is absolutely inevitable that you're going to be rejected from jobs and interviews over and over and over again until you get the job. And unless you're extremely lucky or extremely talented, chances are you're not going to get your job from the first interview. So you do need to get used to the rejection. It doesn't mean that you're not capable. It doesn't mean that you're dumb. It doesn't mean that you're not suited to digital marketing. It just means that it's not the right time for you just yet. So you shouldn't give up. continue persevering, continue networking, continue with all the advice that I've given you in this video, and I have absolutely no doubt that you're going to secure the job that you do want. And if you do, please let me know. I would love to know. Because at the end of the day, it's not the rejections that will appear on your CV. It's the job that you end up getting that will appear on your CV. So who cares about the rejections? And if anything, rejections are actually good, because going back to my first point, you do not want to settle for a job that is subpar, that is not in line with your own dreams and aspirations. So being rejected from a job is actually a blessing in disguise, because the employer knows that you're not right for the job. So how is it that you're going to be right for the job that they're potentially offering you? So don't worry about rejection. Continue persevering is my point. So I hope this video has helped you, and I wish you all the best in your job hunting within the digital marketing industry. And if you found this video useful or interesting, drop this video a like and subscribe for more in the future. Until then, keep on hustling.